What up, guys, and welcome back to Thomas Reacts here on the 360 experience with myself, Thomas Mabaso. I know that a lot of you last week were so occupied with the fact that President Ramaphosa went to Zimbabwe to support Mnangagwa and to support ZANU-PF. I know that a lot of people in the country were not happy about the president to go in there to support ZANU-PF and administration and an evil regime that is actually causing Zimbabweans to run away from their own countries. But guys, before the trip of the president to Zimbabwe, President Ramaphosa gave a speech in Dobsonville, and in that speech, during the ANC manifesto review, in that speech he spoke about the social grants, guys. President Ramaphosa told the South Africans, and he basically told the world, that right now in the country we have almost 30 million people who are now depending on social grants. A lot of people actually criticized President Ramaphosa about this because they don't believe that telling the people that we've got 28 million people who are depending on grants is something that the ANC should campaign on. Like, if anything, this is a failure of the African National Congress. Guys, if you don't believe me, I know, and I forgive you because I know that you might not have heard, but this is where the president, listen to when the president talks about it, the social grants in the country.
Today, many of our people say they want the 350 to be increased, but that it must continue.
First of all, young people are asking President Ramaphosa to increase the 350 and asking him not to scrap it because they don't have work, man. Young people are not working, man. There are no jobs in the country, man. Majority of these people who are asking the president not to scrap the 350 are people who are not working. Are people who are sitting at home. So a lot of these people are qualified. A lot of these people are able to work, but they cannot find work. So I don't think that the people telling you that you must never scrap the 350s, I don't think that is a good sign, man. Honestly, guys, I don't believe that is a good sign. I believe that it is a sign of a failure of the government, because if young people were working in the country, they wouldn't give a damn about the social grants. But young people today are so obsessed with the grants because they are not working. They appreciate the grants so much because they are not working. But that is not what the young people want in this country. The young people in this country, they want to work, man. They want jobs. They want to be supported. They have business ideas. A lot of these guys, they have amazing ideas. But there's no way they can go to get any assistance. So I don't think young people actually wanting 350s and asking the president not to scrap the 350s is a positive thing. It is not a positive thing.
We hear our people. We have listened to that very intently. We've also had to expand the social grant system in our country. And as a result, 18 million people get their social grants, and on top of that, 10 million people get the 350, meaning that we've almost got 28 million people who the government continues to support. I know of no government on our continent that supports its citizens in the way that the South African government does. Ahona mmuso ko tsebang o etsang twena a re shapele mmuso wa rona matsoho ka bana o yo mong o etsang twetjena.
I don't know why are people clapping the hands, man. How can you clap the hands for the highest unemployment rate in the country right now? How can you clap the hands for that? How can you clap the hands when the president is telling you that we got 28 million people who are now depending on social grants? That is not something to be proud of, man. As the African National Congress, that is not something to be proud of. You cannot be proud of the fact that you've got 28 million young people depending on social grants, 28 million people who are not working. The majority of these people are young people who are able to work, but they are not working today, and they are depending on social grants. And because the ANC is the ruling party, they are in, like, it's Ramaphosa's administration. They are taking the credit for that. But me personally, guys, I don't believe that that is something that the African National Congress should take the credit for. Man, I don't believe this is a good thing, man. When I heard this, I was like, this is outrageous, man. It is outrageous, the fact that we have 28 million, like guys, 28 million people. 28 million people, depending on social grants, man. And the ANC is campaigning on that. And the African National Congress is campaigning on that, man. The African National Congress is campaigning on the fact that we have 28 million people on social grants. How is that a positive thing, man? I thought maybe, man, the strategist of a president would have told the president, like, President, do not mention this one. Because if anything, this thing shows you that as an administration, you have failed. So many people who are not working, it means that the ANC has failed. That's what I think, guys. Please, guys, tell me what you think about the president telling you that we have 28 million people who are depending on social grants. Please tell me what you think on the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button, and the most important part, guys, please subscribe. My name is Thomas Mabaso, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.